guys, it's Misty. So I know you're surprised to see me. I feel like I haven't done a for real update on this channel in a while. And if you saw my update from last weekend, you guys know that I've been really sick and spent some time in the hospital, and I'm out. I'm feeling better. I was hella pale today, so I put on some makeup, put on some lipstick, kind of helped me feel a little bit better because it's been a rough 6 or 7 months, as you guys know. So I don't have a huge update for you. I did weigh today. Rob and I weighed me. I'm up to 425. When I weighed last week before I went in the hospital, I was at 408. Who knows what's right? All I know is that I am so swollen. I've been swollen since I got home from the hospital. I went to see a wound doctor yesterday, and she mentioned it's probably because of all the fluids that I got in the hospital. I was literally on 4 IVs, 4 bags every 4 hours. And so she's probably right, because I've been drinking a lot of water at home, trying to stay hydrated, especially since I'm on this really heavy antibiotic, and just being home, sometimes I have a tendency not to drink as much as I would, like if I'm at work, which is totally crazy, but I don't know. So I'm not back to work yet. I'm hoping to be released by the wound doctor on Wednesday. I went and saw her last Wednesday. Yeah. And she had to open my wound a little bit more so it would heal properly. And talk about hurt. It's been really painful. It's on the inside of my thigh. It's hard. She's like, don't get any, try not to put any pressure on it. Hello, I'm fat. Everything I do puts pressure on it. Walking, sitting, standing, it doesn't matter. So I'm doing my best to manage my pain, trying to limit my pain medication to once or twice a day. Normally when I first get up is when it's really painful. And then again, before I go to bed, I've been trying to limit, because I don't want to be reliant, although the pain medication I'm on is non-narcotic, so it's not like it's not habit forming, but I want to be able to kind of start working through the pain, because when I go back to work next week, I'm going to have to work through the pain, because even though they're non-habit forming and they're supposed to be non-drowsy, they still make me sleepy. QAnon. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, other than that, things are going okay. Like I said, I'm home, which I'm so glad to be home. That was the longest time, like my longest stay in a hospital ever. I've stayed overnight a couple of times when I've had some chest pain, but, and they did some tests, and there was one time we thought I had a pulmonary embolism, and I stayed in the hospital for 2 days at that time, but 4 days was the longest hospital stay. Hopefully that's the longest ever, and I don't have to do that again. It was rough. It was rough on me. It was rough on Rob. It was rough on Bo. So it was really hard for all of us. Me, the worst, of course, because I was the one in the hospital bed. But I do feel better. It's weird. I went to my primary care physician today, and I mentioned that I didn't have any of my anxiety medication in the hospital because they didn't have it on their list. And I had so many other things on my brain, and I was just so foggy. My blood sugar was 366 on Thursday. Because I had an infection, of course. And it was staph. It's a staph infection. So I'm still dealing with that. I'm on antibiotic every 6 hours, 4 times a day. I got a ton of antibiotics in the hospital. So it's just, I am really cloudy on things. And I had so much morphine in the hospital. I'm just like, what? My brain, it's going to take a while for my brain to get back to where it needs to be. So I think I mentioned that I was waiting for some test results. Everything came back clear. My hormones are fine. I don't have Cushing's disease. My anxiety has been fine. That's where I was going with that. I haven't had any anxiety problems since I've been in the hospital. So I don't know if it's just because some things in my life have kind of calmed down. Like with Bo, things have kind of chilled out a little bit, and he's kind of getting back on track and those kinds of things. Of course, my health has been bullshit, but hopefully it's on the mend. I've been sick a lot this year, but I've also been really stressed out and dealing with depression and anxiety. And I really want, I know we're not even there yet. We're not even done with 2015, but I really want 2016 to be a year where I'm not at the doctor as much. I basically see my primary care physician probably every 2 weeks. So I told him today, I was like, I hope it's a good 6 months before I see you again. Because I've literally been seeing him either every week or every 2 weeks for the last 4 months. And while I love him and he's fantastic and I think he's a great guy, I don't want to see him every week. You know what I mean? So I want to feel that I have a control back over on my health. So that's my goal for the rest of this year, and that's my goal for 2016. I don't think I've mentioned it on this channel, but I've mentioned it on my Jolly Fit Elf channel, that every year I kind of have like I pick a word of the year, and that's like my overarching word for the year. 2 years ago, or last year, it was organization. Organize my, my life, my office, my finances. This year it's been change, and I've really been trying to change some habits. I've changed some, like I stopped biting my nails, a couple of other things that I've managed to change. There's still some things that I want to work on. And I think 2016, my word of the year is going to be health. Mental health, physical health, just really focusing on and making sure that I'm doing what I need to do. Sorry, people are walking outside and I'm in my bedroom. It's like, whoo, squirrel. Not literal squirrel person, but you know what I mean. So I really want to focus on getting healthy. Rob and I really want to go on vacation next September. And I want to be able to walk in the ocean and do all the things that we didn't get to do the last time I was there because I was in an air cast. I had broken my foot. So I really want to get some weight off. I really want to feel healthy. And again, that's mentally and physically. So I feel like this kind of felt like a turning point, this hospitalization. I think it was good not only to get me healthy because I was sick, I had an infection, but also to kind of curb my appetite and curb my eating because, the portions aren't as large in the hospital. I was only eating 3 times a day, although I would have Bo get me like a salad or something to snack on at night. But it was always a healthy snack. Like I'd have a salad, or I had Rob bring me a nectarine or an apple or something like that, because they would feed you at 7, feed you again at 12, feed you again at 5. And 5 to 7 a.m. is a long time without eating. So about 8:30, I would ask for a snack and I'd get, an apple, nectarine, something, beef jerky one day, something like that. So I feel like my stomach shrank in that time, and my blood sugar has been fantastic. I mean, like, so fantastic that the last couple of mornings my fasting blood sugars have been like in the 70s, which never happens. And normally I take 180 units of insulin at night. Last night I took 140 and I'm still 79 this morning. So that is a good sign. So again, while being in the hospital sucked, kind of just, it was good to kind of reset my body. And that's exactly what I feel like. I feel like my body has been reset. I'm waiting on a Fitbit. I ordered a Fitbit. It's really my goal to start walking once I get this taken care of, because right now walking is no buenos. It's no buenos. But once I get that taken care of, I plan on walking my building. Like, we can walk around the building at lunch, at work. I plan on walking the treadmill. I've made some treadmill tracking stickers. I really want to get into that habit. I want a bicycle. I've been talking about that for probably since we moved into this neighborhood. We lived here 4 years. I'm really going to start researching a bike so I can ride around the neighborhood, those kinds of things. Bo has mentioned joining a gym. Rob doesn't want to join a gym. I want to join a gym. And Bo's mentioned once he gets more settled that joining a gym with me and we can go work out together, because I want to get some aerobic and some weight. I'm like, what are these things? Weights, because I feel like I don't have very good muscle mass. Like, I'm very weak is what I meant to say. Like, doing my hair, like holding my arms up like this, I mean, about right now is when they start burning. And that was less than 5 seconds. So, yeah. So this video is probably all over the place, but I'm feeling better. I feel like I've been reset. I feel like I've been given a second chance to kind of pick things up and get started again. I'm pissed off at the scale, but again, I'm so... like, I haven't been this swollen in a long time. And my wound doctor yesterday said that it's probably because I had so much fluid in the hospital, and I was laying down. So it was kind of evenly distributed. And now that I'm sitting up, like sitting at the computer, working on stickers, I'm doing other things, that it's, you know, it's more in my legs that I'm really dealing with some edema. So it'll go away eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, and I can get back on track. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna try to have a grocery haul and kind of talk you through my meals and stuff for the week. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I think Rob is gonna probably have to go grocery shopping without me, or I'm gonna have to go and get in a scooter, because like I said, she doesn't want me walking very much. She kind of threatened bed rest if I can't keep it under control. And I don't want to be on bed rest. Don't want to be on bed rest. So I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that I'm, you know, doing what I need to do to make sure that I'm not causing things to be any worse than they already are. So there you go. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, you know, I really appreciate your support, your comments. I haven't been able to comment on anything in a couple of weeks. I apologize if you've said something and I haven't responded. That's not normally like me. I like to respond to every single comment. I just haven't had time, and I really apologize for that. So anyway, hopefully I will see you before next weekend, but if not, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.